fun fact about therapy. I'm Elise, therapist in private practice for a million years in New York, coach for women around the world. When I was in graduate school and early on in my career, it was standard practice to reveal nothing about yourself, to be what they called a blank slate. So the idea was that you want to allow your client to project things onto you to work through stuff. At least that's my recollection of it. And that for them to know anything about you could interrupt that process. So you were advised to never have any personal items in an office, never have photos, never reveal who you actually are. Dress very conservatively. I think that's where the whole dowdy cardigan therapy trope sort of came from. I'm not sure, but it probably plays into it. And in the time that I have been in this career, there has been such an evolution where therapists bring their whole selves to sessions now. Many of them, not everybody. There may be some old school people who still sort of subscribe to that, and that's cool if it works for them. It never quite sat well with me because I can't help but be who I am wherever I am in a kind of authentic sort of way. I have a hard time kind of pretending. So I show up as me always. I feel like now there's a little more permission to do that because it's more, in my opinion, it seems more the norm for a therapist to kind of be more genuine in session and not try to play this role of the blank slate, or of someone who doesn't have any opinions or doesn't have a life outside of the office. And I mean, my office, you walk in my office, you kind of get a sense of who I am. It speaks to my personality, which I think is important in terms of connecting with clients, attracting the right fit clients who are going to like my style and the way I work, and not everybody does. I have 2 lava lamps in my office, which I think are so cool. And I remember one time, years ago, someone came in for a first session and she was put off by it. You have a lava lamp in your office? I was like, yeah. I guess it was a deal breaker for her, which is fine. But that's kind of who I am. So if that doesn't work for someone, totally fine. Then we're not a great match. But I'm not going to change who I am because that would be phony baloney, right? But anyway, therapy has come a long way. And excuse me, I'm really, as I'm choking on nothing, I really like the direction that the field is headed in. It just feels so much more genuine and authentic, which to me are qualities that you absolutely want in a therapist. Sign up for my newsletter, please. There's a lot of good stuff. I talk about all this stuff in therapy and therapists and the field, and it's good. Sign up.